And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I do every day. How are you all doing? What's going on? I hope you're doing well. And it's Monday. And guess where I am? I am in South Africa. I'm in South Africa. I am in the wonderful Cape Town of South Africa. And so here I am live. And today is what? It's our Motivation Monday. And we're going to be talking about, let me get on the screen. Let me get it on the screen. Yes, today we'll be talking about, can you see it? Can you see it? Focus on what matters. That's what our topic is today. Focus on what matters. So we'll be doing that together. But I arrived here on Saturday, and I tell you, I'm, I was getting a little tired. Yesterday, I could do nothing. I was stuck here in the house, I should say, in my apartment that I'm renting, and just relaxing and catching up on some posts and checking on some friends and checking in. Yesterday was a check-in day, and I was checking in on friends and people that I care about, and also posting some funny videos. Things that I always like to sit on Sundays, funny videos, because I'm usually scouring through and checking out funny videos that are online. So, yeah, that's what we do. That is what we do here. And how are you doing on this wonderful day? Adrian, I have an apartment for you for when you guys come down here. This is an amazing apartment. Um, yeah, this is good for two. I mean, it's good definitely for two, good couples. And so when you decide to come to South Africa, come to Cape Town, you have a beautiful place right here. And I have a whole full kitchen back there, a refrigerator right there, a freezer down below, stove behind me, counter. So it makes life a lot easier because I can eat out when I want to eat out, or I can go out and pick up groceries and bring them back to this apartment slash hotel. And this is the first time this is the first time, maybe the second time I've ever been in one of these types of hotel arrangements. So we got washing machine right behind me as well. Did I say that? And so it's a great place, great neighborhood. I am in what they call Sea Point here in Cape Town. Lots to see, lots to do, lots of restaurants, lots of places to eat. For all the foodies out there, this is the strip. Okay, let's say some good mornings. I see some good mornings. Oh, you know what? Let me do something here. Hold on a second. Just make sure this is cleared out of my, make things run a little easier. If I clear out all of these extra tabs. Okay, the extra tabs are all clear. Yes. Okay, let's clear them all out. Okay, so um, let's say good morning. Let's say good morning. So the first person in the building to get the gold this morning is our member and gold card right here. Tanya Moore. She says, good evening, Ron. Yes, it is good. It is live at 5 right here. And second with the silver is Mr. Adrian. He says, happy Monday. And Tanya also says, travel fatigue is not discussed enough. And let me tell you, I was out of it yesterday. When I arrived on Saturday, you know me, I can't stay still. So on Saturday, I arrived, got here about 5 o'clock, and then immediately powered up my phone, powered up my equipment, and made it back to the streets because on Saturday night, they had a carnival celebrating artwork here in town. And so my concierge downstairs said, it's just out the door. It's just out the door, the carnival. Lies. I had to walk a whole mile. So I had to walk a whole mile, pretty much a mile and a half, probably. And then after, and then once you got to the carnival, then obviously you're still walking. And then when I had to come home, when I got to the when I got to the carnival, my buddy who lives here was supposed to be meeting me there, and I was like, where is my phone? I left my phone right here in the hotel. And I was like, I can't find my friend among all the thousands of people that were down there. So it all worked out. And then I also could not call an Uber, could not call a Bolt. So instead of getting a ride back home, I still ended up walking all the way back home another mile and a half. So Sunday was all about rest. It was definitely rest. And yes, travel fatigue is not discussed enough. And I would like, and so what we can do, we can talk about that. It is real. I know that can you believe it? I've been to 5 countries already, and I've been to 5 countries, 12 cities and towns. That's a lot in 5 weeks. So I am a little exhausted. So I said, I'm going to take the first couple of days here and just relax. Going to bed early, doing that, which I rarely do. No TV, just going to bed early. So we got the gold and the silver, and now we have the bronzes in the building, and that is Miss Chris R. And again, if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. The algorithms lets people know that we're here. You know the story. So hit the like. Chris R says hello. And see the family. Aya is in the building. She says happy Monday. Hey Ron and everyone. And we have the wonderful Lisa. She's in the building. She says good morning. And I see Kelly A. Kelly A is in the building as well. She says good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, I'm on a budget. I live on a budget. Yes. Oh, yes. What's been was Adrian can identify. Can we talk about this? Uh, I am a believer that where funds are needed, when things are needed, God is going to make a way, and He does every time. So it was so funny because when I was in, when I left to come on to this tour, when I left New York, one of my clients called me and said, Ron, I need my headshots done. And I said, really? I said, you do know I'm leaving. No, I did not know where you're going. So anyway, turned out that Friday before I was leaving on that Sunday, I ended up doing a major photo shoot for an executive CEO that lives in Harlem. So I trekked across the bridge, got that photo shoot done, and was able to photograph her, then edit, and she picked out her photos that she wanted to edit. She picked out 2 photos, which I charged by the edits and the types of edits, and then I did everything I needed to do. I sent her the edit, all cleaned up, all beautiful photos, and sent her the invoice. And when I was on the line with you guys on Friday, the invoice was paid. And so that pays for all this part of the trip, because when you are in Namibia and South Africa, every dollar is times 16. So if someone sends you, if you have $100 in your pocket as American dollars, that's $1,600. So for every dollar is 16, you times it by 16 average. It can change from day to day. However, I hear that the American dollar is gaining ground again. So it may be now 1 to 17. So we'll see. We'll see how it all. But again, I am very conscious of how I spend money because I do not have unlimited supplies of money. And so, what was also great, when I first looked at a hotel here in Cape Town, I was looking like, oh, I should stay near the waterfront, which is really nice here, really nice real estate. And then my buddy who lives here was like, Ron, why are you staying by the waterfront? You know, everything is double over there. I said, you know what? Why wasn't I thinking? So I got this beautiful apartment. Guys, are y'all ready? I wish show you around, but I don't want to move the camera around. But there's a full kitchen behind me, bath over here, living room over here, bedroom behind the doors down by the window, and a full terrace. A full terrace. And I can cook and make my breakfast every morning. Went to grocery shopping, got my eggs, got my all my little stuff that I needed, my olive oil, everything. Olive oils, olive oils back there. And are y'all ready for how much this costs a day? A day. A day. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Where's my sound effects? Okay, I'm going to get my sound effects. I'm going to start using these babies again. I got them all. I think I need a drum roll. I think. There we go. The drum roll says $85 average a night for a whole full apartment. That's really good. I'm here for 10 days. The whole bill, I'm transparent. I don't have anything to hide. The whole bill with taxes and everything, 1044 for 10 days. Literally, I mean, if I took this computer and showed you, I mean, I'm right on the main strip. There's hotels all along this whole strip, and there's restaurants all everywhere. I can have food at any restaurant, and also when you go to restaurants here in South Africa, the meals that you pay $100 for in New York, you only pay about $30 here, which is great. So, like I always tell people, I tell everyone that wants to come to South Africa, the most expensive part of your trip will be your plane fare. Everything else is up to you. What hotel you stay in, how much food you consume. Are you going to the attractions? Are you going to the nightlife? Are you going to culture events like museums and galleries? It is determined by you. However, everything outside the airplane is reduced. I think you almost like divide it by 16, so take 16 off or whatever. I forgot how it works out. But for every dollar you spend, for every dollar that would be the bill in New York, you take $16 off of that bill. No, that's too much. It doesn't work out. The math ain't mathing, but you do save a considerable amount. Definitely a third to half of what you pay here in the States. So, good question. That was a good question. So, a budget. I do believe anytime you go on a trip, you should always have a budget, because that way you're able to gauge: do I want to see this? Do I want to see that? Do I want to go there? And you're always thinking about your budget. Your budget is your ground level for your decision making. So yes, budgets are important. Lisa, thank you. That was a good one. And I see in the building also, again, make sure if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Bryson says, what's up, Rob? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday, making Monday. How's it going, buddy? You made it to Africa. Yes, I've been in Africa now for 2 weeks. First, I was in Namibia last week, a week and 3 days, and then I made it here on Saturday. And I still got more to go, because after I leave here, I'll go back to Namibia. Then I'll be in Namibia for several weeks, but then I'll be preparing for, I think we're going on our first safari coming up soon, maybe. And then after that, I think the next country is going to be either Tanzania or Kenya. or both. So we'll figure it out. We're figuring it out because there's someone in this community that is providing a connection to someone in Kenya. So we're going to figure it out. And then I have my buddy who lives in Tanzania. So that's what's happening. That's where we're going. We have a strict budget. Okay. What else? Who else is here? And I see Tanya says, I see trips from the US to Africa for 5 to 7 nights. Impossible. This is not enjoyable or sustainable travel. The itineraries I create are 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, see, she gave herself away. Tanya is helping me with my Kenya trip because Tanya deals in travel. So if you guys need to connect with Tanya, she's right here in our community. So she is helping me with my Kenya trip. So she and I'm doing my homework, and then I go back to Namibia and see my schedule, and then I'll be working from there. Who else is in the building? Kimmy Kim is in the building. She says, hello, everyone. And Dr. Tachi says, good morning, all. And yeah, for those that I'm biased. I am biased when it comes to traveling to Africa. And most people, I mean, for someone to say you can do Africa in 5 to 7 weeks, they're not giving you the real deal. You're missing out you're missing out on a lot if you're only staying on the continent of Africa. Now, Africa is huge. You can fit the United States, Europe, Australia, Japan. There's a couple other countries that can fit on the continent of Africa. So when someone says you can come to Africa for 5 to 7 days, don't believe it. I always say you need a minimum of 14 days. You need 2 weeks. And I will share why you need 2 weeks since we're talking about this subject today. You need a day and a half or 2 days to travel, right? Going. 2 days, day and a half, 2 days to return home, right? So that's 4 days off the bat you're not using. 4 days where you are in transit, right? So you're in transit for 4 days, 2 going, 2 coming, right? For most of these places. Because as soon as you get off the plane, you're not going out and start running around. It's just not happening. You're going to have to take a day to recover and to get your bearings and get right. Eat, sleep, do all the stuff. So you already lose 4 days. Tanya, are you backing me on this? Tanya, where's my Tanya? Travel agent in the building. So if you want to see the country, think about it. These are countries. These are not like a little town. These are countries. These are huge. These are big places. So even if you just went for a little, let's say you went to Nairobi in Kenya, which I'm trying to plan. Nairobi has so much to do. There's so many people to see, things to do. Your itinerary is going to be huge. And then that's not including your getaways outside of Nairobi, like going to see the Maasai, which I'm trying to get that in my schedule. You want to see the Maasai. You don't want to just spend 1 day with these folks. You want to go. You want to see them. You want to connect with them. And you don't want to be rushing because you have a tour guide telling you to get out and go. So you hire someone that's a more personable tour guide. someone that is a local tour guide, but you know through connections so that they're safe, they can be trusted. And then you can say, hey, can we linger here a little longer? For the photographers in the building, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because we photographers, we could be in the middle of seeing something and out of nowhere, something else happens. And you're like, wait a minute. Hey, can we stay like 20 minutes extra? I want to photograph this over here. And you need a tour guide person, more of a personable, I should say, a personal tour guide to be able to flex with you. You need that flexibility. I'm talking to the photographers. Photographers need that flexibility. And you, a lot for what it sounds like in this community, you need your flexibility also. And there's the benefit of touring like a local. You don't want to be in a big tour bus. Not my thing. Just not my thing. So Tanya, you hear me? Tanya's taking notes. She's taking notes as I'm talking to you. She and I are having a conversation as we talk right here. Lisa says to Tanya, yes, at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. Okay, hands up, hands up. Kelly, him is in the building. That sounds like Fred Flintstone feet. Woohoo, woo. I see. Wow, what a blessing. Lisa, I heard South Africa was expensive. No, South Africa is not expensive. Not at all. It is one of the best economical places you can go to and travel. However, like I said, it depends on your plane ticket from where you are flying from. But for we who live in New York, in the New York metropolitan area, all you gotta do is look around, look at a price, and get a cheap. You can get a good, affordable price. What's affordable? The average ticket from JFK or Newark to Johannesburg is around roughly $1,300. $1,300, give or take. Now, if you are of the person that wants to be in business class, well, it can range up to 6,000. So it depends on your needs. Some people don't care about having roomy seats. Some people only fly in business. So again, that range is going to be determined by you. And also, yeah, that's the main thing. Okay, let's see here. I heard it was expensive. Nope, I debunked that. Lisa says, when I travel, I make sure I do. Here we go. That's a good one. When I travel, I make sure I do the good pricey stuff I want to, and then budget around it. Bam. Excellent thought. What I do when I go to a country, I do my homework. I do my homework before I get on the plane. And I say, Cape Town. What are the most important places to go in Cape Town? Robben Island, where Mandela was sentenced to. That you want to see. One. That's two. Table Mountain. Table Mountain is when you're flying into Cape Town, what do you see? Table Mountain. Everyone wants to go to Table Mountain. 2. 3, you want to go to the different locations, like you might want to take a tour to some of the townships so you can get a feel of what townships look like during apartheid. So that's number 3. So you want to go to a township, you want to go to Table Mountain, you want to go to that Table Mountain, and one more I got there. Oh, and Robben's Island, right? Those are the 3. And those don't take all day. Those are half days. Or you can get on the city bus and go, because the city bus takes you pretty much everywhere you want to go anyway. So you plan it and just get on a city bus and go to all these destinations. And it doesn't cost you that much. So, like, I want to go to House Bay, which is one of my favorite places to go, is House or Hoots. I say House. And when you go there, you can go lion, sea lion watching. And you get on a boat and you go out to the sea lion island and you see thousands of sea lions swimming and mingling and all that. That's a good trip. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You take the bus all the way out and then back. So there's several places you put on your list. These are my must-dos. I'm all about the primaries and secondaries. For me, I always have 3 primaries, even in my day when I schedule my work day. 3 primaries that must be accomplished. I use the same rule when I travel. 3 primary places I must see. Then I have 3 secondaries. And if I get to see all 6, then I had a great vacation. Adrian says 2 to 3 weeks is mad PTO. That's the difference between America and the rest of the world. Most of the world takes a month off of vacation. Only America. Make sure. I do believe it. It is only America in the modern country, supposedly, that only has 2 weeks vacation. And for those executives, you get 3. But most places in the world have 1 month off. And in Europe, it's 2 months off. So there you go. Now you know why I probably never come back home. No, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home, son. I'm coming back home. But I am so tempted to not. Healthcare, everything is less expensive here. Kimmy Kim says, nice, absolutely seems nomadic. Nomadic when you planning different trips on your travels. Yes, it's still being a nomad. Nomads have to travel. Nomads have to plan. Right? You think during the nomad era where the indigenous people had to leave from one area to the next, they planned. And they went with the weather patterns were. They knew, okay, spring is coming, time to move. Oh, winter's coming, time to move. Human beings must plan. To be good stewards, you must plan. Adrian says 5 to 7 days. No, they cannot do 5 to 7 days. If you do, you're not. To me, it's a waste of money on that 5 and 7 days. Because, again, like I said, 4 of those days, you're out of it. You're resting, you're traveling. Hannah says, good day, Ron and Touch Base Daily family. Good day, my Miss Hannah. And good morning, Adrian. PTO is every day for all you folks that get to work from home. That's right. And let's see here. Classic Jim is in the building. She says, blessed and good day to all. Charlene is in the building. What's up, Charlene? Charlene. She says, good morning, everyone. Okay, make sure you, again, hit the likes. Make sure you let people know we are here. We are here. And she says she's listening in. And we did have our drum roll. Liam, what's going on? How you doing, Liam? Liam Story is in the building. Hello. And Dr. Tachi. And hey, Jay, Miss Janet is in the building. She says, listening in today. Greetings all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening in. And from photos, the ocean looks so gorgeous. Yes. I went out today and I did my morning walks. I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to get back into my morning walks. And I have a mission. have to lose 20 pounds. So I have to eat. I'm still like, I'm a foodie, so I'm going to eat, but I have to work out every morning. So I've been working out. I've been seeing my massage therapist. She's been giving me homework so I can fix my posture. So you see, I'm always fighting with my posture. Sea lions are scary to you? No, sea lions are beautiful. They're so adorable. They're so adorable. G says, good morning, all. Welcome, Miss G. G, whoa, for those in the building, we need a song. Can someone sing Celebrate Good Times? Come on. Miss Gwendolyn Houston Jack hit 900 subscribers. Y'all, she hitting 900 subscribers. Celebrate good times. Come on. Gwendolyn, congratulations. She got to 900 subscribers. She's only 100 away from being monetized. I'm right behind her. I'm catching her heels. I'm trying to catch her heels. Anyway, I have. The agent says, NGL, I have unlimited PTO at my company, but still, haha. Isn't that awesome? You are blessed, son. You are blessed. Most of the world does not live like you. I tell people all the time. Hey, look who else is in the building. Chris R is again. She's teasing me, Chris. You know, Chris R is always teasing me. Hello, Chris R. And Lisa says, he said 5 to 7 days because at first you said 5 to 7 weeks. Oh, yeah. You know what? 5 to 7 weeks would be awesome. If you could travel for 5 to 7 weeks. Yeah. I see the love. I see the love. Hey, look who else is in the building today. The blessed MBA, Mimi. Good day, Ron. The TBD, RLP family. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I do that I try to do it every night, every day. It is a good practice. Actually, you should walk after your dinner too. It helps burn sugar. Yep. My doctor told me that a long time ago. And she's like, there she goes. She says, oh, things work, hubby. Hubs. That's my work wife. I'm proud of her. I am proud. I'm proud of Gwendolyn and her 900. Gwendolyn works. She works, y'all. She works. She works for every 900 subscriber. She works. These content creating streets is nothing to sneeze at. We work. We spend money. We spend time. This is not easy. Let me tell you. So my hat and my hugs are with my wonderful GR Houston Jack. 900. Okay. So it's almost time for our Motivation Monday. So we'll talk about that. But let's see. What else do we have on the agenda? So I can't. So first of all, I heard there was an accident. There was a plane incident in LaGuardia Airport. So thinking of the people there too, the pilots were killed killed in a accident. Plane hit a fire truck, I do believe, and so that was horrible to hear. And I get the news early in the morning, so usually you guys are asleep when I get the news. That's happened. Also in the news, the orange man has, he said LGA is a mess today. And so that was a horrible, horrible incident there, crash. I heard that the nose came right off of the front of the plane. I have not seen the footage yet, but I did hear about it. And also the threats to Iran, King Kenkel's has put it off for 5 days, as in blowing up some of the energy facilities of Iran. And Iran said if that was to happen, then they are going to retaliate and they would go after the folks that are supporting Cankles. And so that did not look good for the world because once you start bombing oil and energy supplies, that is going to be very painful for all of us. And so hopefully they will not do it, but you can't trust this man. So, and they don't trust him. And so these are rough times, y'all. And but we must stay focused, and that's what we're going to be talking about later. Staying focused. Dr. Taki says I need to start earning points on flights so I don't have to fly in the commoner section anymore. I'm racking up some miles now. I have to tell you. And thanks to Adrian, my sunny boy, pushing me to do my Hilton thing. I still need to get my credit card done to get some points and stuff like that. But I am getting some flyer points, and which is great because even when I'm traveling from my Namibia to here to South Africa, I'm getting points on Airlink. Can I tell you something about Airlink? Airlink is a plane, a company, airline that is here in South Africa. And the service. Now, I wasn't expecting this because in America, when I travel 2 hours on a plane, because the flight is 2 hours between Walvik Bay in Namibia to Cape Town, it's 2 hours. And so we're on the plane, and then they said, we will be coming around later on, midway through the flight, to feed you, to hand out different foods. I was like, foods on a 2-hour flight? And it was so funny because one of my friends was like, they used to give us more. So I was like, what? But 2-hour flight? I said, in America, we only get peanuts and water. I mean, that's what I've always, when I fly from Charlotte and from New York to Charlotte, it's 2 hours. I only get peanuts. Once in a while, I can ask for 2. Or it's a bag of potato chips. Or, you get your drink. And I said, we got a full meal. I mean, they give you these little boxes. And first, I could not believe. So, for those that want to travel in between from Africa to Namibia and from Cape Town to Johannesburg. So it's like the triangle. So you fly about 2 hours. They were all about 2-hour flights, but they feed you a meal. You go in, you open up the box, and you start like spreading your food away, spreading it apart. And I was like, how did they get all of this in this little box? It was a full meal. I want to give Airlink a shout out. Airlink surprised me. Like I said, my friends who live here in South Africa and my friends that live in Namibia were like, we used to get more. I said, but we get none in America. So maybe I was like, okay, I like this. I could travel like this for 2 hours. Anyway, and they even gave wine. Ugh. Anyway, let's see here. I was very shocked. Lisa said, to be honest, I think traveling right now is not a good idea, especially with ICE and super tired and unpaid TSA. If I was not here, I probably would not be traveling either. And the reason why is because, like you said, first of all, ICE cannot be trusted in just regular day affairs. You're going to put ICE agents in the most high traffic week and weekends that are coming up because Easter's around the corner. Spring break is happening, where all of these Americans are traveling, and it's stress on a regular day. On a regular, who travels? I never travel during school break. Spring break, never travel. Never ever travel during spring break. And now you have to contend with ice. Mm, I'm with you, Lisa. I will be staying home. Hopefully, when I come back home in July or June, I know I do. I definitely have to be home by August. So I was supposed to come back home in June. But let's see, hold on a second. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Tanya's sending me information. Tanya's giving me my Tanya. Don't you know I'm on live with you? Tanya's sending me all this stuff. Tanya, I'm live. I'm on live. Anyway, so I'm debating on when I'm coming home, but I do know I do have to be at Martha's Vineyard Film Festival in August. So maybe I'll be home by then. But yeah, it's kind of, I just don't, oh, I can't tell you how much. It's so disturbing on every level. Chris R says the Marines are refusing to go. They don't want to fight. Oh, that's for the overseas in Iran. And yeah, Gwendolyn says, you've got a man child doing serious, childish, and dangerous things with no plan or how to end it. That's right. Listen, Dr. Chachi, yeah, I agree with Lisa. Chris says, my Amex has a good point program. Yes, a lot of people have Amex and they have good programs. Sure, the more you travel, oh, okay, that's from Chris. I'm sure the more you travel, the more you realize America is a scam. Can I tell you, I have never seen so many, well, because now my algorithms are taking me to all the travelers in the world. So I get to see all these like YouTubers and all of these Instagrammers that are like been doing this travel digital nomad life, and I'm impressed. But everyone comes up with the same answer, the same thing: America is a scam. And so Lisa says they don't give out peanuts anymore on American Airlines. It's Biscoffs, cookies, or pretzels. I don't travel American Airlines. I do not like American Airlines. I think they are the worst. She says we use our Marriott Bonvoy card when we travel. It adds up real quick. Use those cards. Use them. Use them. And Mimi says amenities matter. And South Africa, I see that. Okay, G Houston. Yeah, thanks for, oh, okay, here we go. G, I have that program. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I've only used it twice because the free Wi-Fi. And let's see here, and what else we have here. Okay, Great South Africa has some of the best. Y'all, I've been drinking too much wine, I confess. I've been drinking a lot of wine at almost every meal, but I've been balanced, I think, but more wine than normal. So anyway, because here it's like it's dirt cheap. I'm saying I refuse it. I'm refraining from using the word cheap. Inexpensive. That's the word I'm using. Inexpensive. We don't use cheap. South Africa has some of the best wines. It definitely does. And shaking my head, there is no do not disturb button. Don't forget about my love question. Yes, your love question. Should I talk about that love question? Ah, I want to put a star there. I'm putting a star there. Unfortunately, I fly to my mom every month so I can get around. Yeah. And let's see here, going through. Yeah, I got my world alert today. Let's see. Hold on, go back there. Yay, they put out a worldwide alert regarding travel for Americans. We knew. Okay, and also Mimi says, hold on a second, Mimi. Okay, Mimi, I get that. Here we go. Ron, how do you like your global Wi-Fi? What brand are you using? Ooh, a good question. There, go. Put a pin in that one. Um, Chris, see, yes, see, we have to change our vocabulary. She said, I refuse to use the words cheap and broke. I'm with you. No more broke either. Lisa says Chase has a great travel card that has entry to lounges. Look into it. Yes, there's a whole thing. I'll have to get that to you guys. There's I think it's called the Dip. The Dip, I think it's called a newsletter I get from travelers every day. On the Dip, I think it's called. Lisa says, seems like a plan though. The worldwide alert, the ice at the airports. Yes, a plan is definitely unfolding. Okay, so now we're going to, we're on good timing. Good timing. What question should I ask first? Okay, this is the first question. Here's the question. Mimi says, Ron, how do you like your global Wi-Fi? What brand are you using? Well, I hate my I hate it. I hate T-Mobile. I'm not going to get any branding credit for T-Mobile right now. I have a T-Mobile account. Now, most people have a T-Mobile account and it doesn't affect them, but I buy my phones outright. This time I did not, and I'm regretting every moment of it because, like my friends have unlocked phones. So you can use your eSIMs or go with any eSIM company and be able to have your Wi-Fi, your dwelling, your 5G, the roaming and all that other stuff with no problem. T-Mobile, because I have a business account and I also am leasing my phone from T-Mobile, which I will never do again. My phone is locked. So it does not allow me to bring in those eSIMs that I could be using because I've learned about a lot of these eSIMs. And yes, so I am not getting, like, for instance, tonight I wanted to take you down with me to the waterfront. And I wanted to be with you for the sunset. I can't do it because I am stuck. I am tethered to this hotel room. Now in Namibia, I have my little device that I pay for, which gives me roam. It's like my Wi-Fi. It's called ZTE. It's a little device I bought, just like when you're in New York and you pay for your Wi-Fi, the little box that sits by your TV. Well, they have little ones that you put in your pocket, and it goes with you wherever you go. So I pay for a Wi-Fi pocket device that roams with me. It's with me everywhere I go, and I pay one price, just like I would a bill for my Wi-Fi, the same price every month. So I got that plan in Namibia, but it does not work here in South Africa. So I am tethered to this hotel room. Or knowing where the Starbucks are and the different places I can get Wi-Fi, which I'm just still learning because I've only been here 2 days. So I'm learning Who has Wi-Fi? Who doesn't? So that question, the global Wi-Fi is great if you can use your eSIMs. There's a lot of great companies out there. Change that eSIM electronically, digital eSIM to eSIMs. Excellent. And I'm using my, like I said, my ZTE, which is great. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Let me see. Did I get okay. Next question. This is a funny one. This is an interesting question. And here we go. This is the question from Chris R. She says, "Don't forget about my love question." She said, "Are you open to love?" Are you open to love as you're traveling? I am. I'm single. Technically. Technically speaking, I'm single. So I am open to whatever the universe brings my way. And the great thing about being on travel, you do meet a lot of interesting people. However, though, because I've been traveling a lot in my life, I am very careful in connecting with strangers. So I am like some folks, they go to another country and that's their time to act up and act a fool and do all kinds of stuff. I am not of that persuasion. I've only have been away. Like when I was here in 2017, there was a love interest that could have been, but you realize that you're from two different countries. And so the love interest is very difficult when you are in two different countries, especially South Africa versus America. So it's very hard to do that. I am not a fan of long distance relationships, especially not at this age. I mean, when I was 25, 30 years old, long distance would be okay. You know, you say, no, but not now. No. As I get older, you want someone near home. And Mimi says, technically, technically speaking. But yeah, but also I like, for instance, when I was living in South Africa, I was there for 3 months when I was here in 2016 to 17. So I was here for 3 months. So that gave me a great opportunity to meet people, build a reputation, and be able to see people prove who they were and see their conduct, see them in different environments. So it depends on how long you are there. But I am open to whatever I am, like I said, I am not married, I am single. So I say, God, if you send someone my way, hallelujah. So I stay open. I am always open. But I am also very cautious when I'm traveling because you don't want to bring people into your space, right? Because I also have been, because I've taken so many classes on awareness, and it makes me quite paranoid about certain things. And so I would never, I'm very particular who I interact with because, first of all, when I'm traveling, I'm just about to travel. I'm about traveling, going this place. I have my itinerary. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to go. It doesn't really leave room for romance, but anything's possible. I stay open. Did that answer your question? Curious minds would like to know, as they say. Lisa says, Christina, no, first class does not give you an entry. You still need to have lounge memberships, or if it's available, you can purchase a day pass. There is an app. Hold on, let me see. There is an app. Let me give you an app that helps you with day lounges. Hold on a second. Let me get this to you. This is, hold on, you can try this app. Where is it? Where did I put it? Where did I tuck this little guy? And travel. Okay. There's this app called Day Use. And how do you do this? It's called Day Use. Let me see if I can pop out of it and go back out. I don't know if you can see my little apps here, but it's called Day Use. And Day Use allows you to see where you are, like where you are in whatever country, whatever area you are, near the airports or hotels near the airport. And lounges may not be available, but other hotels may be available. And you can book hotels for half days, or sometimes they'll do it for free. You can find out who's giving them away, points. It's an interesting little app. You need to go more into it. I haven't really dived in, but it's called Day Use. And that is another way of getting the lounge without getting the lounge, if that makes sense. Okay. I see here the points guy talked about a way to get access into lounges for passes at a discount. Yes. And you can find that on Day Use. I do believe that's one of the apps. And there's another email. I think I deleted my email for today, but I do get an email every morning. Hold on, let me see. From, where's my, hold on a second. I have to go to I want to give this to you, and then I'm going to go straight to our, okay. This email is from, where am I? Oh, duh, I'm in the wrong account. Okay, let's go to this other account. Here we go. And let's go there. Here we go. Trash. Let's go to the trash. Let's go to the trash. It's called Daily Drop. Okay, let me give you that. So Daily Drop gives you, hold on a second. Okay, let's try that. And there we go. Daily Drop. Daily Drop, weekend roundup. They send out emails every day on travel and what's the discounts and benefits, who's giving them, what's happening around the country, around the world, warnings, everything. It's called Day Drop. So check out Day Drop. And so those are two sources that you could use. I'll put them in the description so that way you can be able to follow them. He says, I looked it up after Chris asked on Friday. Only since 2024 did the High Court in Namibia take away the lack of protections against LGBT. I don't know much about that. I just know here in South Africa is the only African country where gay couples can be married in South Africa. Namibia, I do not know, but they have a more, what do you call it? Their Supreme Court and their government is more on the side of human rights. So they have a human rights kind of like guidelines in how they govern in Namibia. Okay, and Chris says, thank you, Ron. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's go this real quick and we are out of here. But let's go to the show. Let's see. Today is Motivation Monday, and let's go there. Today is going to be quick, fast, and since our motto in this community is focus on what matters, let's go there. Okay, let's see. Can we get that on the screen? Is that on the screen properly? Okay, let me slide that over just a wee bit. Maybe not. Maybe too big. Maybe too large. Hold on a second. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'm going to shrink it back down. Okay, so it'll just be shrink. Okay, so if you have your big screen TV, you can see it. If you're not, You can follow along. And today's is focused on what matters. And that is my, I use that as my motto here for Touch Base Daily. Focus on what matters. And you see it pretty much on a lot of the pages and stuff. But today I said, why not share that as a Motivation Monday thought? So here we go. Motivation Monday. Let's make sure everyone's tuned in. Let me get this here. And okay, no, we're ready. We're ready. Here we go. So, Motivation Monday. Focus on what matters. This week begins with a simple reminder that carries real creative power. Focus on what matters. Not the noise, not the comparisons. Like we like to compare ourselves to other people doing the things that we do. No, you're in your own lane. Carve your own lane. Go through it. And not the rush to keep up. This is no race. No race. So 3 things keep in mind. Not to listen to the noise. Don't compare yourself to others or people in your field. There's a time for that. Not to rush to keep up. Don't try to keep up with the others. Here we go. For photographers and creatives, this is an initiative to return to the heart of why we create in the first place. Every frame, every idea, every bold experiment becomes stronger when we center what truly moves us. If something moves you, go and dive into it. Share it with the world. No one can share it more than the person that has passion for what they're sharing. If you have passion backing it up, it's going to impact the people that are seeing it, feeling it, sharing it, understanding it. Your passion will drive it home. This week, let your focus land on, here we go, the story you're trying to tell, not the pressure to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Nothing is perfect. The community that lifts you. You have a community here. You have your own community. Here we go. Not the metrics that distract you. I'm a metrics person, but I don't let it distract me. We shouldn't. Number 3, the craft that feeds your spirit, not the friends that fade by Friday. Right? Your craft feeds your spirit. Next, the courage to show up. And you know how I feel about that. Show up, show up, show up. You want to be a content creator? Show up. I tell people all the time, they say, oh, how do you do it every day? Show up. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it once a week, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday, 12 o'clock. You determine when and how you show up, but make sure you do what? Show up. Here's a reminder. When you focus on what matters, your work becomes more than an image or a design. It becomes a connection point, a bridge, a spark, and a reminder that creativity is a shared language, and we're all speaking it together. Creativity. Stay focused. So step into this Monday with intention. Let your lens, for you photographers out there, let your pen, for all you authors, writers, poets, and all the folks that use pens, your palette, for the food people out there, cooking chefs, your voice lock onto what's real. The rest will fall away. You've got a community behind you and a vision ahead of you. Let's build something meaningful this week. So this week, y'all, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's focus on what matters. Don't get distracted. It's easy to get distracted. When I was putting this together, I heard Gwendolyn in my voice because there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of noise in the world. There's a lot of noise in the news. Every single day, there's news and there's noise. But we must stay focused on what we believe in. We must stay focused to our crafts. We must stay focused on our families, friends, all those things that matter to you. Focus on what matters. Don't be distracted. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Tanya says today's conversation was great. Thank you for perspective. And Lisa says, when I was in Hong Kong, they had lounges and shower just the general business. Anyone could take a shower if they wanted to, and it was hell nice. Other countries have amazing stuff, so check into it. Not most places are not like America. Okay, did we get them all? I think we got everything in here. As in the banners. Sorry, not the banners. I didn't want the banners. I wanted to go to, let me get this off the screen. And let's go with, here we go. And again, we have a community. I've been sharing a lot of my thoughts on this travel, this journey. If you want to know what I'm thinking, you can learn, you can find that out in our community. I've been sharing, and I will continue to share. I will be sharing one tonight, and putting something together to just share this journey. The first week in Namibia, and now here in South Africa. And so go there. Also, you can join the email list by going to Ron Lewis Photos. Click on that. Also, if you are looking for a photographer for the months of July, August, September, October, November, and maybe December, but most likely my last day in New York, I said working, it'll be Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving. So you can book me for your event, and let's get you on the calendar for that. Also, thank you to the Patreon members out there who will support this. You make this happen every day. You take care of all the expenses that help to make this work. So thank you. And also, again, if you're here, continue to hit the likes when you are here. And if you're here for the first time and you've never been here before, or you happen to see this video as a recording and you've never seen it before, hit subscribe. I think we will be able to encourage you, help you, photography, travel, all that good stuff. That's what we do here. That's what I'm about. It's travel and photography. And I hope to be able to bring that to you. And also, if you haven't yet, you are welcome to become a member here at this channel now that we have the ability to do so. I am so thankful for the new members here. We have members in this community. And so I want to continue to share special stuff with our members. And so continue. If you're not a member, become a member. Again, that's another way. If you don't want to do Patreon, another way to support what we do here is to become a member. Okay, and there you go. Become a member. So I think we got it all. I think we got it all. And Daddy December. Lisa seems like some airlines outside of us take good care of their people. Most airlines take care of their people. Most countries take care of their citizens. Just saying. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you tomorrow. If I'm not on tomorrow, it will be because I am probably touring around somewhere, but most likely I will be here tomorrow. I am definitely planning to be here every day by 5 o'clock in this space to be here with you, because most of my day is early. So it's designed that way and it works out perfectly. Okay. No, I don't know about Diddy December, and I'm not going there because I'm letting you guys go. I'm letting you guys go back to what you were doing before you popped on this screen. But we can talk about it tomorrow. We can talk about Diddy December. Is that when Diddy's getting out of prison? I don't know. What is Diddy's December? Anyway, okay. Google it. I'm definitely going to. Okay. Okay, guys, have a great night and have a great day. I'm having a good night. See you tomorrow. Later.